Player 1, welcome to the Bipolar Controller.
Hey, it's nice to see you again. If this is your first time tuning in, I recommend you start with this video. You ever wonder the differences between mania and hypomania? Well, I promise, it's not just the prefix hypo. There's no time to waste, so let's get going! Mania and hypomania are the highs of bipolar. Hypomania is slightly less severe than mania. I wish I could say they're the awesome part, but unfortunately, they have their drawbacks too. It's a little hard to define mania and hypomania straight out, so I think it's a little better if I just describe the symptoms to you. The symptoms shared between mania and hypomania are extraordinary energy,
still going,
restlessness and increased goal-oriented activity, a decreased need for sleep. I've been up for 3 years. Grandiosity or abnormal amounts of self-esteem. I'm the great Tony Stark. Extreme talkativeness. Hey, so I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking too. What's your favorite color? Who cares what the favorite color is? Have you heard about the fireworks recently? What fireworks? Does it really even matter? Let's talk about the explosions from construction. Racing thoughts. Do you think that Lisa noticed I stumbled when I walked in? Oh my god, my knees are so weird. What do you do with these things? Overbooking or taking on an impossible amount of tasks. Let's see. Do everything. Check. Decreased inhibitions.
Hey, how you doing?
Hypersexuality.
How you doing?
Taking part in risky behavior.
How you doing?
Very busy.
Right, okay.
And tangential speech. I love color. That reminds me, I need to buy fruit. Some people with bipolar 2 might actually consider their hypomanias to be fun or even awesome. However, in the words of the greatest therapist on earth, I do want to remind you that hypomania and mania can get really scary really quick. There are a few symptoms that make mania different from hypomania. Those include psychosis, which is a loss of touch in reality. Euphoria. Paranoia.
They're following us.
Mania can result in hospitalization or even a person being considered dangerous, which is one of the primary differences between mania and hypomania. Everyone experiences mood swings and symptoms similar to mania at times. However, it's on a little bit of a different scale. If this is the normal range of emotions, this is the range of emotions that people with bipolar experience. Hypomania requires 3 or more symptoms, 4 if the person's only irritable, for at least 4 days. Mania requires 3 or more symptoms to be present for at least a week. There are 2 categories that mania can fall into: euphoric mania and dysphoric mania. Euphoric mania is just as it sounds. It's absolutely amazing. Everything becomes so vivid and beautiful, and everything's fascinating and interesting. Those blades of grass you walk past every single day are suddenly the most gorgeous things you've ever seen on earth. But sometimes it can be overwhelming because your senses are being so much more stimulated than usual. Dysphoric mania, on the other hand, is basically just an old word for a mixed episode. This means that the individual is experiencing symptoms of both mania and depression. It's extremely confusing, and it can drastically increase the likelihood for suicide. Remember, if you are experiencing thoughts of suicide or contemplating taking your own life, please call 1-800-273-8255, text the crisis chat at 741-741, check out the website for crisis communication, or even send me a message. We're all gonna help you out, I promise. If you don't know too much about bipolar depression, I highly recommend that you check out this video. I explain the differences between bipolar depression and unipolar depression. While mania can occur naturally without any specific cause, drug use, alcohol use, sleep deprivation, and some medications are known to trigger manic episodes. Not following your treatment plan can also lead to a manic episode or a depressive episode. Don't worry, I'm guilty of this too. Typically, when people on bipolar meds are feeling better, they have a tendency to stop taking those medications. If you do wish to stop taking your meds, please talk to your treatment team about it. They'll be happy to discuss with you options and alternatives. Cool science facts! There are 3 neurotransmitters that are implicated when a manic episode is occurring: dopamine, serotonin, and this word. There are a lot of treatment options for mania. As you can imagine, they're the same as the treatment options for bipolar depression. Mood stabilizers are typically the way to go and usually considered the safest because antidepressants and other medications are known to actually induce manic symptoms. However, every person is different and should be taken on a case-by-case basis. Sometimes hypomania can be treated with just natural methods, but honestly, I've said this before, it's pretty rare. Here are some things you can do for both manias. A mood journal, consistent treatment and sticking with your treatment plan, honest and frequent communication with your treatment team, joining bipolar communities and support groups around your area that you can talk about your experiences and share them with people who are going to understand you. But the most important is to be extremely vigilant about suicidal thoughts and address them as soon as they pop up. As I said before, there are plenty of resources to help you do this. I can be one of them. In fact, that's why I made this channel. So there you have it. I told you the differences between hypomania and mania were more than just a prefix. Hopefully this helped you understand what's going on just a little bit more. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. I post a new video every week and hopefully more depending on my work schedule. If you want to contribute to the growth of the channel, check out my Patreon page. There's a link below, and there's a bunch of different treasures for anybody who joins us. Till we meet again, play on, players!